Jay, I'm going to say this, and we're going to open up the stage, get people up to ask ask you a few questions.
Sure.
I have a plaque over my head, and you'll remember that.
I see it.
It was 2022. You, myself,
2002.
I'm sorry, 2002. I'm tripping. 22 years ago. 2002.
20 years.
20 years ago. My math is all the way off. Clearly, you can understand why I don't run the numbers in any business that I'm in. I'm the face. That's it. I'm the guy that brings the people. No, listen, Jay, we sat in John Maxwell's house that day.
Yes.
That weekend. And I will never forget how this opportunity came along. Y'all, let me tell this story really quickly, Jay. So Jay and I are working. We have left radio. We are working for one of the most explosive and growth ministries in the metropolitan area. And we're on staff. We are a part of what we're considering an absolute dream team. We are touring productions. We're putting up shows. We're taking them all over the country. I remember you coming to a staff meeting saying that you're going to a John Maxwell leadership conference.
That's right.
Now, here's what was funny. The overall tenor was, well, Jay, how you gonna go to a conference and we not going? Like, how you gonna do that? Like, how do we get on? So you made sure that everybody had the information, and the organization paid to send, I want to say 5 or 6 of us to this conference. It was $5,000 a piece. $7,000 a piece. My bad. My bad. I told y'all I'm not good with numbers.
Airfare and hotel. Without airfare, it was
that part.
That
part per person. The company invested for all of us to go, and we pull up to the Country Club of the South. John Maxwell lives in this community. And at the time, that's where, Falcons players live. Usher had a house there. Several entertainers. We are at a conference that's highlight. The conference is built around leadership relative to golf. None of us play golf. So we take golf lessons. The leader of our organization said, Glenn, here's what you're going to do. You're going to set us up for golf lessons because we got to at least learn how to hold a golf club so we don't look like we already black people at a conference where we're probably going to be the only black people. Last thing we need to do is not be able to at least look the part. So let's go. Let's get some lessons. We got 5 lessons, and I will never forget, on the last day that we had lessons, we were due to fly out that afternoon. The next day, we were playing our first round of golf at the Country Club of the South. It was at this, and we're talking about momentum. I need y'all to hear this, Jay. If you don't bring that opportunity to the table, we don't get an opportunity to get into a room with a man that has influenced all of our lives in different ways over the years that I believe caught fire that weekend in a way that changed all of our lives. And today I am doing, look, Jay, I'm not at more than 50,000 books sold without this man's influence. I'm not. And I want you to kind of help people understand the importance of getting in the room with people who know what you want to do. You gotta leave us with this one. We're going a little bit long on this podcast, but a lot of people have the opportunity to get in a room with people who are doing what they say they want to do. And I think that is a great cheat code, personally. I would not be where I am had I not had those opportunities and, quite frankly, seized those moments. Talk to us just a little bit about the importance of identifying the rooms and then moving heaven and earth and doing whatever you got to do to get in that room because of what's getting ready to go down. Come on, talk to me.
All right. Well, first thing I'll tell you, I had to stop being cheap. And I think that day when I went to a John Maxwell conference in Virginia, and it was a basic conference, but it was great content, and he made the offer. My instincts told me that I needed to be at whatever he was doing. My instincts. And again, instincts are so important. My instincts told me I needed to go to Africa. My instincts tell me, okay, if I'm in this room, this is going to cut my learning curve, which is going to save me money. But my cheap side is like, well, how much is it going to cost me to do this? But then my entrepreneurial side says, well, how much is it going to cost me not to do this? And so when we begin to start putting that together and recognizing the moments and the importance of being around people who've already done what we're doing, or they have a level of knowledge that we can benefit from that can make our experience even better, or save us money or whatever long term, those are the things that I recognize that are more valuable than the $7,000. Then, I mean, now if I go back and look at all the money I've spent over the years, it's been tens of thousands of dollars, but guess what? Now I'm in the millions. And so when I start looking at it, it's like, well, I could have been scraping along trying to figure this out for another 5 years, or I could have done, paid someone who knows this, who has the knowledge base, who has the network. I'm a part of a network now where I'm just around people who are making 8 figures, $10 million a year. I'm just sitting around just listening, and now they're contracting with me. So sometimes paying to be in the room will actually accelerate your growth process. It will do things that you can't even do. So that's my thought on it. Being willing to be in the room, and it's okay to pay for it.
Jay, I'm sitting here looking at your YouTube channel right now. If y'all have not, I need y'all to go out to YouTube and subscribe to his channel. It's called Maximum Impact with Jay Cameron. Do me a favor, go subscribe to the channel right now, and make sure that you find out what he's doing. We're going to talk a little bit about what he's got happening. But you said something, and I need people to hear this. I need them to hear it. Sometimes you can't ask the question, how much does it cost for me to be in the room? But how much does it cost for me not to be in the room?